What is up, everybody? Welcome back to RC's Gateway to Comics. Today we are going to be continuing, once again, our dive into T-Bird and Throttle with issue number 2. Now, this is a continuation of the story by Josh Howard, art by Josh Howard, writing by Josh Howard, art by... Did I say art twice? It's all by Josh Howard. And it's... Do I really need to say it? It's a really good story still. So, this is just diving into some more story points. We had been introduced to T-Bird and his story and also his past in issue 1. We had the story a little bit more elaborated for his past in issue number 0. This issue number 2 dives deeper into how his current status as a forgotten / hated superhero is affecting his family and also his friends and his former colleagues. So this sort of dives more into setting up the overarching villains and also building up the side characters in T-Bird and Throttle. So you'll be able to see how Mitch interacts with his daughter, how she's being treated by the various people at her school because of her relationship with her dad, and also you'll also be able to see how the villain of Jack Gruesome plays into this picture. Now, I'm someone who actually does really enjoy stories that deal with fighting against corruption, and the T-Bird and Throttle series definitely plays into that, because T-Bird is fighting against the public perception of him, which is a lie. And he's also trying to do what's best for his family, his friends, and also for his city. And he's forced to the lowest point that he can possibly be at, because he doesn't have very many people that he can turn to. And you see people turning against him all the time. You see people that are believing propaganda and all sorts of horrendous bullshit that's being spewed about him. And you feel for this character, because he has had everything taken from him in the past, and his reputation is being taken from him still currently. And this guy is fighting for what he believes in, or what he believes is right. And he's trying to do it for the people that matter most to him. And sometimes that can cause issues. That causes issues with his daughter. To say that her relationship with her father is strained is a bit of an understatement, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the comic that I don't want to get into here because it would be spoiling stuff, but it's a complicated situation and you see both sides to it. And being able to write out these characters and make you still want to see them get along and mend that relationship is one of the strengths of Josh Howard's writing, because I care immensely about T-Bird, and especially as someone who doesn't like corruption, then seeing him fight back against that just makes me like him even more. And seeing how people will react to it is somewhat of a wake-up call, because you see that this guy is doing what he thinks is right. He's doing stuff that people may not they may not know the full story behind what's going on, and yet they're reacting emotionally to it, and it's causing death and destruction. And it's a problem, because it's not making the city a safe place. It's not making his job any easier. It's not making Throttle's job any easier, and it's not helping with his relationship with his family either. So seeing that sort of stuff play out in a comic is intriguing, to say the least, and it's masterful, to say the most. So I want to see more of T-Bird Throttle, and I'm going to be showing you guys more of T-Bird Throttle in the next review. But before we get to that, I don't think I need to tell you guys, but I will anyway. This is a continuation of a cake level story. It doesn't have a one and done story for the comic, but I went into it knowing that, and I still enjoy it. It plays out a mystery fantastically. It lets you know just enough to continue on in the story, and the art style and the writing and the characters all make you want to come back. You want to know what's going to happen next in T-Bird Throttle issue number 3, and I'm going to be bringing it to you. Anyways, with that little bit of shameful self-promotion out of the way, this is definitely a cake level story. And I would say that you would definitely be missing out if you don't check it out. I know that Josh Howard is currently, I think he's currently working on T-Bird Throttle versus the Ape Men, but I don't know how far along that is. So whenever you can, go and check out his other stuff. And if you get a chance to get any of his other work, definitely do it, because you will be missing out if you don't. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on this video. If you have any thoughts on T-Bird Throttle, and if you have any thoughts on the review, please leave a comment down below. I am curious to see what character you guys like the most in this series, because I know that I have some favorite characters, but I'm curious to see which one you guys like the most. Also, in order to keep bringing fantastic comics like this to you guys, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. As we keep growing this audience, we are going to continue to show you guys fantastic stuff like T-Bird Throttle, the entire series, not just issue 2. So, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.